Kia ora. Are you someone who uses Google Slides in your classroom? If so, I think that you and your learners will enjoy this resource, How Waitangi Got Its Name. It is a reading, writing and te reo resource based on higher order thinking skills, and it incorporates audio files so your learners can listen to the pronunciation of personal and place names. There's a variety of interactive activities to allow for different learners. And, it's the thing about, as teachers, it's our job to protect the Māori language and the Māori history. And this resource focuses on how Waitangi got its name and the tupuna in that area. So we just start with a little video, and this locates Waitangi. Where is it in the world? And there we are in Te Whare Runanga. And that goes on for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it locates some of the icons or some of the landmarks on the treaty grounds. So we've got how Waitangi got its name, and this is for prior knowledge, so we can look at some of these pictures and ask the tamariki what they think they are. Does anyone know the Māori name for any of these, and what could the story be about? And it also acts to help us with pronunciation.
Hua takaroa, hua takaroa. My cuckoo, my cuckoo. Te ana o my cuckoo, te ana o my cuckoo.
So it's really important to get familiar with those words, people's names and the setting, because you want to be able to interact with about the story, ask tamariki questions, and feel confident about pronouncing those the best that you can. And when you're finished, we go straight on to the story.
How Waitangi got its name. This is the beautiful love story of my cuckoo and Hua takaroa.
And then, so that's a few pages long. And it's great because you can have that as a whole class story, or individuals can go off and do it, or groups can listen to it. And then we've got our remember, and this again is a remember or a recall. So this is a fun little interactive kei te tika, kei te hair question and answer. Waitangi means weeping waters, and if you had read that story, listened to that story, you'd know that's kei te tika. Ai, ka rawe. Next, there's other ones, questions from the story. So we've got a few of those. And then we come on to understanding. Apply. So this is quite a good one. The question is, if the answer is my cuckoo, the question is, and so using who, what, where, who, and the answers can be written in there. Okay, so apply, analyze, evaluate, create. This is a great little activity. Wai means water, and we've got these other words, mā, puna, oera, makariri. So those are all place names. The tamariki can look in the Māori dictionary, and then when they've looked up these words, they can write the meaning of that place, or what they think it could mean, or what they think may have happened there, so that that's how they got their names. Okay, a timeline. present, 1833. We read a little bit about what happened in 1833. Or we can read about the carved meeting house, Wharerunanga. And then when we go back here, we can place the picture of what happened, or the information from that date. Okay, nā tuki mata whaorua. This is quite a good little activity where it starts off like this, and your tamariki can put that back together. Same with the New Zealand flag, Tino Rangatiratanga flag. So yeah, there's some good little activities there, and you know, I'm always mindful of when my kids were in year 12 and them talking about history, New Zealand history, and saying with Te Tiriti, every year they did the same old thing right from when they were in year 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so I've tried to keep something that's a bit fun, a bit different, and I also think it's quite an important thing to be focusing on Waitangi, the place, pre-Te Tiriti. Kia ora.